Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Mirth and Minotaurs. My heartfelt apologies for our not being around the last 2 weeks. I was trapped in an oil painting. It was quite awkward and embarrassing.
That's the first I've heard that one.
Well, it's the second time it's happened.
Wow.
You should probably stop making a habit of that.
It's not that I set out to do it.
It's embarrassing how it happens,
Mm-hmm.
but
So,
we don't need to get into that.
remind me, when we last left off, you guys were all on a beach enjoying a hard-earned vacation, correct?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That sounds exactly correct.
It was a beautiful sunny day. No mist in sight.
And then we got rushed by vampires
Yes.
storming the beach.
I don't remember that.
They had a lot of sunscreen.
Our heroes were coming up from their journey with their new dragon friend. They returned to the surface, had a little bit more conversations with the illusion gnome, and discovered the existence of a teleportation circle in the court of the stars. Failed to do anything with that aside from waste time and annoy Echo.
Yep.
Then they set off back towards Tana. They checked in on their old friends, the professional checkmate players, who seem to have abandoned their camp at some point.
Abandoned Chet.
Yes.
Yep. I'm sorry.
And then they noticed lots of bats, killed a lot of bats, I believe,
So
over the
many
course
bats.
of one early morning, because they believed the bats might have been in the service of a vampire. Thanks to Ekaterina's guide, they continued on their way to Tana, were attacked by a vampire who tried to get its mac on with Fenella.
That did happen.
It did. Yeah.
And then they continued. They got to Tana, and things were amiss and a mist. There was a strong mist surrounding the area. When they went in, the guard was considerably heavier than they'd been used to. They were escorted up to the elders' compound and were asked to leave their weapons at the door. Some weapons were left, like a bident, and all of Silvok's weapons except for his good sword, which he snuck off with. Fenella, and a pristine condition sling was relinquished by Mina.
Like it had never been used ever.
Factory sealed.
Fenella ignored these orders and they went inside. They saw their good close friend Big Thought, who was immediately staked in the back of the heart. It seemed to render him immobile, and then all hell
Wait,
broke
what?
loose.
It did render him immobile?
Well, I don't remember him moving after that.
That's because I had him grappled.
He could be feeling really uncomfortable too.
Don't think he
Okay.
opposes the
These
grapple
are-
for what
these
it's
are-
worth.
These are important things I need to know.
Well, it's hard to tell when somebody's immobile if you're also grappling them and they have a stake in their heart. He was just yelling.
Okay.
But yes, all hell broke loose. Echo was attacked and promptly abandoned by Silvok and Mina. Fenella came in with her super low initiative and tried to help out a little bit. But then the fighting was interrupted by Quiet Frog, who summoned you guys into the council chambers. Most of you went all except for Echo, who was still playing standoff.
Yep.
Yep.
And it was revealed to you that a new elder had been promoted and invited into the village in the 20 or so day span you guys have been missing, named Ashbeard. They were a very well dressed, dark skinned, gray bearded dwarf. And everybody around them was they looked like themselves, but also kind of sunken in and sickly.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing that happened, I believe, was Silvok angrily taking back the ring the dragon had presented after Ashbeard declared that it was just a toy. And that takes us back to the weird standoff situation we left off in. Does that sound right to everybody?
Yep.
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 Just seeing the temple get desecrated and abandoned.
Oh yes, that is also something the elders had talked about, how Fenella had no need for her mask because they had no need for the gods.
I don't like that.
I would recommend you take up your complaints with the Elder Council.
This is why I didn't enter the room. Because I would.
Oh,
So
boy.
we walk out of the room, and what's
You're just
happening
leaving?
after?
Just peace out.
Oh, did we
I think
leave
we
the
were
room
still-
yet?
We're still in the room.
I think we were still
Oh.
conversing.
Yes.
I think we were asked what we learned about vampires.
Yes.
For some reason, we were pretty adamant about not revealing to this vampire what we knew about vampires.
I can't imagine why.
Yes. Oh my gosh. 2 weeks. and I'm
Don't tell
still-
him about hunting down the silver.
Is that something Echo actually said?
No.
Because that would.
So what do you have need of us now? What do you need from us now? How can we serve? I'm gonna ask that.
Ashbeard smiles at the wording of that question. You can tell me about what you learned.
Pretty sure we did another one of those big lies last time.
Yeah. It worked too, I think. But I'm not sure. Or maybe
I
it really
remember
failed.
Silvok rolling a 3.
Well, that was
on
for
a
the
bluff.
ring.
Yes. Did you guys tell them what you learned about vampires? No. Oh,
No.
there was something. I think there was something Mina said, and I remember it did not go over well.
No, it did not.
It went over neutrally. That's why well, we almost got him to put on the ring. But he was just like, no, I'm not going to put it on right now. And he set it back on the table.
Someone's got to put on that ring.
Warrior, Ashbeard says in Echo's direction, come into this chamber.
Echo steps backwards so he's in the threshold, but he's still looking back towards all the guards and the vampire on the ground. Big Thought, I should say. Has someone de-staked Big Thought?
You did when you slammed him into the wall with the stake to push it all the way through him.
Okay, good to know.
Yep. I'll just kind of... I look very tense.
Why is this not working? And Ashbeard will look at Quiet Frog.
Why is what not working?
I still haven't looked at him, so I'm like, why is what not working?
Quiet Frog, still looking at you guys. There's some sort of interference. I don't understand it.
Oh, that's scary.
It's the ring.
Can
I
I-
did it. I'm the champion.
Can I tell if they're trying to cast a spell or something?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, 23.
Okay, you notice two things. You notice that Quiet Frog is radiating some enchantment directed at actually several enchantments. Some directed at you guys, and some directed at everybody else in the room.
Do I recognize like what he's trying to do?
Yeah, with a 23, Quiet Frog is attempting to subvert your guys' will to have you serve the elders. And you also notice something else emanating from you,
From Mina?
which you believe to be canceling out the effect that Quiet Frog is having.
Mina?
I like have to like suffice like being the super proud tiefling. I'm just like, I'm so badass, but I don't say.
You have absolutely no idea what you're doing or how you're doing it.
But it's sweet.
Okay. Well, I'm just not going to say anything, but well, I guess I'll say we didn't learn anything about vampires on our trip. That's
Would you like to make a deception check for me?
16.
Did we tell them anything about us finding the Tower of the Stars or whatever, the Fort of the Stars?
Yeah.
I don't know if we did.
I thought we did.
Oh, maybe.
I don't remember you guys, but it's been a while.
It's been 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
You weren't drinking oil painting?
Does it look like Ashpire? Does it look like he believes Mina?
No. He's maintaining his scowl. If it's not working, it's not working. Just do it. And then the enchantment on that Quiet Frog has been projecting on everybody else begins to fade. Quiet Frog, or who was in the appearance of Quiet Frog, is in reality a very beautiful, dark-skinned, dark-haired woman in a vibrant red dress that goes down to the floor. Who was Sylphus is a masked individual, in a mask similar to the one that Fenella is wearing, but it is painted white and has little etchings of fire in it. They are also wearing a suit of armor, which appears to be a pale pink. This appears to be made of some sort of coral.
Still facing out at the threats I know about. I have not seen this. What are we doing?
Although
What's going
you do see, Echo, all of the faces of the guards that you thought you knew are replaced with random people who you don't know. Some dark elves, some orcs, some humans.
Magic's at foot, Echo.
I could see that. I don't know what to hit first!
Wait, what about Jim? Jim too?
Where are the elders?
I think Jim left.
Jim was
Yeah.
outside, yes.
Jim was wise.
At you, Jim. Oh, and Ashbeard went from wearing very fine clothes, but still perfectly reasonable, to wearing some ridiculously elaborate silks and brass buttoned that are quite impossible to the infrastructure of Tana to create.
So, like, nothing we've ever seen.
Yes.
Who are you? Where are the elders?
We are the elders now.
Wait, what? And I look around and I see them. And I reach out a hand and I put it on Fenella's shoulder. I say, I'm going to kill them all. I'm going to kill them all. I'm going to kill them all. And I'm going into a rage unless
I'm going
you
to try
stop.
to be like, arm out.
Mom arm.
Yeah, mom arm.
Yeah.
Seeing things escalate, the woman in red will smile gleefully and raise up her hand in an offensive motion. But she won't attack.
Are we free to leave?
No. No, you are not. You will give me everything you obtained on your adventure.
I obtained a lot of weird shit, man.
To do
you
that,
still
we'll have to
have,
bring you
like,
to an ogre village.
The tree goo?
All right, yeah, I reach into the remaining tatters of my backpack. I pull out some backpack tatters that I unwrap and reveal that piece of a plant that we picked up on the way there. And I hand that over. This is all we got.
I'm currently
And the
holding
ring.
a silver spear.
Ah, you're holding it?
it's what yes. Yes.
You're kind of blowing my cover here.
You've always had this. Obviously.
Just get them. And the woman will fire a burst of cold at you all. Would you be so kind as to make Constitution saving throws? We all, since you're able to touch Fenella, I'm guessing you're there with her. Everybody's kind of bunched up.
Huddled for warmth.
Some might say.
I
Yes.
have a nice fuzzy cat beside me.
It's the classic penguin defense, which gives immunity to cold damage.
Oh no.
Sorry, which kind of save?
Constitution.
Well, I'm off to a great start tonight.
Ooh.
I don't know.
That's just
That would
D20
be
plus
my roll.
Constitution.
Save.
I got a
Save.
9.
Save, not modifier. So if you're proficient with that save, you add your proficiency.
Oh.
So that's a total of 3.
So
22.
Okay.
14.
Yeah. Echo made the save.
My babies! No, my eggs. They need fire.
It's like the opposite
Fire?
of fire.
Somebody say fire?
We need fire now. How do I cleric? Good lord. It's been so long.
Okay. Everybody except Echo takes 48 damage.
Well, I'm out.
Echo, you take half of that. So you take, what's that, 24?
Good news. My current hit points after the rest of the party didn't help me in the entryway is 24.
Okay.
Okay. So you are all
Dead.
you are rendered
Dead.
no longer conscious.
No longer living.
That's another way
Wow.
to put it.
Yes, we are brought to 0, and whatever happens now is up to the vampires.
Mm-hmm.
They are known to be a very compassionate bunch.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm pretty sure warm blood is the vampires' drink of choice. So chilling us down to 0 is just like
Yeah, they can't drink
Yeah.
us now.
just wasting.
Mm-hmm.
Checkmate, vampires. Okay, would you all care to make Constitution saves for me?
Didn't we just? I don't like Constitution saves.
Okay, 22.
Oh!
7.
Natural 20.
Or no, 21.
I'm
Wait, sorry,
double
we're
dead.
doing what?
Another con save. What were you at,
8.
Mina?
7.
Okay, Silvok and Fenela, you two awaken. Mostly stripped of all of your possessions. Fenela, you still have your eye fabric. You are in one of the huts. You quickly recognize that it is Taro's abandoned hut. And Echo and Mina are both there, but Osa is not. And you are surrounded by a odd cage. You're not strangers to cages, but this one isn't made out of wood or fiber. This is a cage made out of stone. And you guys are situated in the center of this hut, and this stone cage is around you all, with no visible entrances or exits.
How healthy am I feeling?
You have had the effects of a long rest.
I'm going to go check on Echo and Mina right away.
All right, they too appear to be in healthy order. They just didn't wake up when you and Silvok did.
I will get right in Echo's face and be like, "Wake up!"
Grab his saber teeth, shake his head.
Yeah.
I can think of more dangerous people to wake up in that fashion than Echo, but not many.
Do I wake up?
I'll say yes. That sounds hilarious.
And I roll over and I got her pinned to the ground and fist up.
We're in a
Claws.
cage.
Ding. Oh. Roll back off. What? Fucking magic.
We'll need Mina. I don't know what that was. I've never seen magic like that ever. But look at where we are.
I stand up and I go over to the bars and I try and shake them loose.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Oh, there are bars?
Oh.
Stone bars, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Ooh, 14.
You give it a good shaking, but it's pretty solid. There's several bars, and everyone is about 2.5 to 3 inches in diameter. They're healthy bars.
I'm gonna look around the cage, just at the general structure, see if there are any maybe weaknesses at any point or something
Did she
like that.
wake me up, or am I still sleeping?
you're still. I don't know.
Okay, just
I yelled
making
though,
sure.
so maybe
Okay, I'm sleeping. I just wanted to make sure I'm.
I'm going to check on, like, kind of sneakily try to check on Silvok too. Like, does he look in one piece? Is he fine?
Could just ask. But
I could, but I'm probably more poking around and, like,
Just
if he's
checking
not
me
looking
out,
like lifting,
Poking me.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to make a perception check on the cage?
Yeah, just
so far?
looking around in general. I'm not going to count that one. Even though it was a 20, it was a little sideways.
Your cam got kind of
Oh, my bad.
sundered.
It's a 13.
Okay, the cage appears relatively robust in every area that you can see of it.
The rest of us are all missing our equipment too, correct?
Correct.
But my large cougar skin.
You can see your less harmful equipment is outside of the cage, inside the hut, so you can see your cougar skin.
Oh, good.
Is my mask anywhere?
Your mask is in the pile over there.
What about my vial of basilisk eye blood?
Where are my babies?
Oh.
You can see your backpack, but you do not know if it has any babies.
Mm.
Don't worry, they hatched while we were asleep.
Everyone's petrified in the village. New problem. Great.
Or problem solved.
Well, time to found a new village.
Or a new sculpture museum.
So just to get a little clarity, the cage is inside this hut. Is it in the center of the hut, or is it built into the side of the hut?
It is in the center of it. Just
Well.
yeah.
And then the bars go all the way up to the ceiling?
No, they kind of dome over you guys.
What about the bottom? Is it like the cage is just set, or do the bars go into the ground?
They
Or
appear to go into the ground, but how far you do not know.
Well, and I flick out a claw. Wait, what were the bars made of again?
Stone.
I put the claw away.
Can we break
I
it?
say,
Echo made an attempt, but he didn't have much success shaking it violently.
time to
Sleepy
start digging.
sorceress. Maybe somebody should wake up their sleeping sorceress.
Can I see? I'll like. That's actually a good idea.
Doesn't look like.
Mina.
Oh,
Nina can wake up.
did somebody need to get out of a locked magical object?
Oh, I don't know that it's locked. I'm going to go and look and see if
Wait,
anyone
this-
is watching us.
This cage is magical?
Would you consider this cage a magical lock? That is my
There is no obvious way for it to open or close, and you do not sense any enchantment upon it that will
darn
cause it to
it.
open.
I'm going back to sleep. You all can figure this one out. Then.
What was that woman who did this to us? Do you know
Well-
what kind of magic she used?
I'm voting that she was a vampire.
I don't think it's like a democratic thing.
I
I will say that she was trying to put some enchantment on us, and I was emanating a counter enchantment.
She enchanted the hell out of us.
You did.
Well, it seems. Yes, I don't know what it was, but I could sense it.
Sir Ellen blessed us all.
Well, it sounds like
Okay.
he blessed me, and through me, I blessed the rest of us.
Us all.
Exactly. I was the beacon of Zarellan's light for that instant.
I'd like to look and see, like, through the bars. Can we see outside, or is anyone in here with us? Are we alone?
give me a perception check.
As you're looking, I have another plan. I will use Silvok as a battering ram and break us through.
Yeah, I rolled a
Silvok,
9.
let me pick you up.
All right, I go as rigid as possible to assist.
Do you help?
Yeah, I'm gonna help by becoming a.
Ooh,
as much of
Advantage
a
on the battering ram check.
I'm going to give Echo guidance.
I was joking.
Okay, Fennel, you're looking around the room. You don't see any people, and you hear some irregular village commotion going on outside, but you don't get the impression that there's anybody super close.
Do we recognize any voices in that village commotion?
Some of them, some of the builders.
Do we know any of them by like name? Do they recognize?
Yeah. I don't have random villagers' names on hand, but I'll say yes.
I'm just wondering if I could potentially cast message to contact one.
Does that require line of sight?
If I know where they are, then it does not.
Okay. It sounds like they're somewhere on the Elder's Rise, but I'm not sure to what extent you need to be aware of their exact location.
It has 120 feet range. I can cast this through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Otherwise, it doesn't have to follow in a straight line. It can travel freely around corners or through openings.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll request a perception check to try and hear out because there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of tools going and a lot of voices. Also, Fenela, you notice something in this abandoned hut. There's a decrepit old shelf to the on the opposite side of the door of the hut, and on it is a little straw figure of a pitch black owl.
Mina,
What?
can you get that?
Can I get the owl? Can I reach it?
Yeah, how far away are things?
Yeah.
Our stuff, like
It's so this cage is probably about 9 feet in diameter, so it's
oh, that's significantly larger than thought, actually.
but the things are all on the edge of the hut, so they're about 6 or so feet away from you guys.
I got a 16 on my perception check, by the way.
Okay, it's cacophonous out there. I'm gonna say that you don't have a good idea of who's out there.
No. Okay.
How close can I possibly get to reaching this owl?
Not terribly, but like within comedically.
Ooh.
Come here, little buddy. Owl? Owl.
Oh, you know what we need right now? A giant goat.
Where's Godamus? But, yeah.
I feel like we had received information about this owl before, and it was some sort of old witch lady.
We've met
A
an owl
goblin
before.
witch lady, I thought.
Mina attempted to psychically communicate with the owl when you
and
guys
it laughed at
when
us.
She
She
last
laughed
saw it. Yes, and when she got into the owl's mind, she heard the cackle of a obviously insane old woman.
I'm still like kind of flailing, trying to get this thing through the bars.
Are we all fixated on this owl now? Do I notice anything
noticed
magical
me.
about it?
You can make an Arcana check on it. It looks like it's just a straw doll of an owl.
I got an 8, so I don't think I notice anything magical about it.
You know that owls go hoo hoo.
And that they're not magical. What
In
if
the world of magic.
What if that's our elder?
No,
Or,
that's
like,
a doll.
Not that. The owl from before. What if she's the missing elder. I mean, I realize it's just a straw figure on a shelf in the shape of an owl that just happens to look like the owl person, but maybe it's a long shot.
Maybe if we get that elder back, she can vote the other bad elders out.
Yeah, I think we have to kill them. Although I don't know how to do that
Yes.
because
That doesn't
Yes.
sound very democratic.
they're not our elders.
Hashtag.
Hashtag not my elders.
With magics as potent as theirs, we are going to need to make our way to one of the other villages. They need to be warned.
Well, we can't warn anyone in this cage at the moment, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
all right,
figure-
let's go. Let's go, guys.
I'm going to try and break the cage again.
All right, make an athletics check.
Can you break it quietly?
The exact same roll. 14.
All right, you're shaking it a bit. Doesn't seem to provide much support.
Can I?
On
Is
some-
there anything else in this room that looks? I mean, what about like inside the cage? Or I'm just looking around for anything.
All right, make a perception check for me.
How far
13.
between are the bars?
You say 13, Mina?
Yeah.
They're about half a foot apart. You don't notice anything right away, Mina, but then all of you start to smell something really unpleasant just kind of filling the hut.
Silvok, now is not the time!
And then before long, you guys start to see a bit of the dirt at the on the floor of the hut begin to be displaced
Inside or outside the cage?
inside the cage.
Ah!
And then a short time later, a head will pop out of the dirt.
If you say it's small thought,
Hey
I'll be
guys!
so mad.
Hey! What are you doing? Why are you in a cage? That's silly.
What are you doing?
Are you?
Hey, buddy, how's it
Small
going?
Hi!
God, you smell awful.
What are you doing here?
I'm just digging.
That sounds fun.
Why? What are you digging for?
Oh, I just found out how fun digging was when I was digging all them outhouses. You alright, Echo?
Do you just dig all day?
Echo's currently having a stroke.
Most days.
Are there tunnels all under the village now?
Yeah, it's great.
Does anyone else know about the tunnels?
Don't think so.
That's reliable.
Everyone?
Should we
Cool.
tell people?
No, they're a great secret for you. Everyone
Yeah,
needs a hobby.
it'll be lots of fun for us to use the tunnels. It'll be our secret.
Oh, I like that.
Won't that be fun? To never tell anyone about these tunnels? Wouldn't that be a hoot?
Yeah.
How
Does he
about you
look-
dig outside this cage and grab our things over there?
All right. Yeah, I can do that. What were you saying, Fenella?
Does he look like healthy?
He doesn't look unhealthy in the same way that the others did, but you can't imagine that spending all that time around feces is good for him.
So at least on the surface, it's mostly an aesthetic.
He shakes his head a little bit and then pulls himself back underground.
Where does this tunnel go? I'll yell down after him.
This one goes to the log hut where Corin is.
Where who? Oh wait, I know
Corin?
Corin.
Yeah, he told me to dig over here.
Clever. I'm going in.
I can't remember
Small
who
thought,
Corin
can you
is.
bring me my backpack and my mask, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Fenela's uncle.
Yeah.
He is
Uncle Corin.
He is a halfling ranger who is well regarded amongst the rangers.
Small thought.
Yeah.
Can you bring me the head of the vampire?
What vampire? Are there vampires?
Never mind.
No, buddy, you just keep on digging.
You,
Do you know where my shiny spear is?
With the one with the two forks?
the other one.
That one works too, but yes, any of my spears.
No.
Okay. Okay. Small thought, I'm not going to kill you anymore.
Thanks, pal. I'm just gonna push him back in the hole. Just
I'm following after. Or have I gone ahead? I might be ahead of him.
He points you in a direction, and then he goes and starts. He gets on his belly and just starts tortoising in the direction of your guys' equipment.
He's developed a burrow speed.
I mean, you have to level up in something, I guess. Digging.
It's not terribly quick, but you will admit that it's faster than you would think he could dig.
I'm so concerned.
He's having a good time. That's the important part. Well,
All right,
also
so-
we're free. That's the, I guess, more important part.
Cover the back of the hole up when we leave. Mina.
All right. I will do that.
All right, and you guys, there's an obvious, although slightly claustrophobic, little tunnel that you can follow in the direction that Small Thought pointed while he continues burrowing towards you guys' equipment.
So you say it's just our less dangerous equipment, so none of our weapons are there.
Correct.
I hope my eggs are there.
Was the ring there?
What's a toy?
The ring was on your person.
Oh, they didn't.
They didn't even bother.
They didn't even bother taking it. Do I have anything else on my person?
Probably a couple remaining scraps of backpack that they didn't feel like taking off of you.
Hey, I could have used those to reach, I guess, an owl doll or something. I don't know.
All right, you guys follow the tunnel, and eventually it turns vertical and takes you into the long house. Oh, geez, I haven't been having the Mapatana up at all for this. I should bring that up.
So we know where we are.
Wait, did we not wait to get our stuff, or did we?
We sent small thought after it.
I mean, it's only a few. Our stuff was only a few feet away, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was outside.
I'm making a kind of a bean-shaped circle around the hut you guys knew you were in. And I'll make a triangle around the longhouse that you guys are headed towards.
Could you make it in a brighter color?
I actually don't think I can.
Could you make it a little more bean-shaped of a triangle?
Yeah, probably.
Thanks.
Is that better?
No, but that's all right.
All right, you guys get there, and it's a relatively filled room. There's another one of those stone cages in the center of it where you guys pop out of. And you see several of the rangers here, including your uncle, Corin.
I'm going to run over and give him a hug.
He very excitedly hugs you back.
What is happening, Uncle?
He just came in one day. We haven't seen Sylphus or Quiet Frog since. he just kind of decided he wants Tana, and when people say no to him, they end up saying yes eventually, or they end up in one of these cages and eventually disappear.
If I look around, where's Auntie? Where's the little one?
I was separated from them. I've been in here over a week.
Okay, so they're in cages?
Yes.
Are we? Did we pop up into a
Yes,
cage?
you guys popped up in a cage.
Damn it, we're not free.
Oh,
So
we
what
can
you're
go
telling
back
me
to
is
the tunnel.
we went through a hamster tunnel from one hamster cage to another hamster cage.
We are hamsters. Oh boy.
Small Thought dug another tunnel that will get us out of this cage, but I didn't want us to move until we had night cover, and I could get in touch with you guys.
To be fair, night cover is probably the worst cover with these things.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on it.
But they have a mist around the whole village. It doesn't matter. I'm sure it's uncomfortable. We had weapons that would fight them, but they were powerful.
We need to find a silver. Do you know what a silver looks like?
It's a type of metal, isn't it?
What is a type of what?
Like it's like gold.
What?
It's similar to that jewelry substance.
You mean beads?
Like beads, but different.
Shells?
There you go.
Okay. So it is a ocean creature. Hmm.
Guess I know which village we're going to.
We're fishing for silvers.
If you have anything of value, or had anything of value, like your weapons, I strongly suspect they are still up in the compound.
Just by sheer curiosity, do you know if Small Thought has burrowed under the compound?
I asked. I didn't get a very good answer.
I mean, he's very
I'm not-
enthusiastic about it, at least.
He is. He really likes to help.
How do you know we can trust Small Thought when his big brother's up there?
I just don't think he's malicious at this point. I think that would require some cunning.
All of his bones are too stupid for him to have an evil bone in his body.
I mean,
But
Corin,
he's so
I know you were trying
stupid that
to
he
be-
could be used for evil just
I
as
definitely have taken that into consideration. I've been very deliberate with any information I've shared with him.
He's apparently fetching our what objects they let us keep.
Look what I found! And out of the dirt comes
Just pops out like a mole.
Small Thought carrying a bunch of things. Your backpack's heavy, Finola.
Thank you. So I'm like immediately digging in it.
New plan, hatch the basilisks.
Are they there?
Your eggs are there.
Look, Uncle.
Are those what I think they are?
3 of them.
Yes.
What the hell are they doing in your backpack?
We're going to hatch them. But I don't know how. We
Or
killed
why.
their parents. I mean, worst case, we could blind them and then we have basilisks.
They're orphan basilisks. It's a humanitarian effort.
Yes.
I probably shouldn't have said that, but anyway.
Basiliscarian
You
effort.
We
They
we,
won't know that.
So we traveled to the place.
Fort of Stars.
Port of the Stars. Met a
Yeah.
dragon.
Oh.
That guy was a dick.
He gave us a ring. He wants my mask though, and I'll pop it back on.
Oh,
Tie
where it
up
goes.
the back.
Small Thought's still here, right?
He is. He's handing people their things, or he's handing people the wrong things.
Should I give him the ring? Should I put the ring on Small Thought?
Do you like it?
Small
I'm
thought.
thinking no to the
Do you have a
ring.
tunnel to the javelin maker?
I think there's a tunnel that goes into. Yeah. Huh? Oh
You
yeah,
don't,
for sure.
do you?
Oh yeah, you're right. No. Yeah.
Did the goat return?
The Corin answers. No, we haven't seen the goat since it lost its fucking mind and barreled after you guys.
I really wish it hadn't have done that.
I
So
wonder if
did-
it exploded.
Another person who wishes it hadn't done that is the stable master
Well, he's
He
in more
did
of a
not
pickle
stop.
now.
cussing out Silvog.
Well, I'm
What'd
sure
I
his day
do?
got far worse than it was.
First, a goat breaks my stables. Now this.
Now they're back with basilisks.
I'm sorry, the stable
We're gonna
master
go back to the
doesn't
guy.
want to stable the basilisks.
Yeah. Hey, we brought you back. These basilisks.
You did such a great job with that goat. We brought you something more exotic.
3.
All right. So I just want to clarify a little setting piece before we start making plans. There is the volcano settlement, and then there is that we go to during the winter, and there are 2 other villages, correct?
Yes, Marhi and Calvas.
Okay, and do we have, or I assume we have generally friendly relations with them, since we all go settle at the volcano in the winter?
Yeah, Marhi a little bit less so because Marhi is the biggest and likes to present itself as like the big brother of the valley, and so we'll push around you guys if you guys have something at once.
Gives us noogies.
Yeah, there's never any fear that you guys will be destroyed by Marhi. It's just like, oh hey, give that to us. We want
Well, it
that.
sounds like we could use their help.
That's also, if I remember correctly, that's the direction that, like, that's where Big Thought headed off to when these
Yeah,
shenanigans started.
That is what Small Thought and the guards echoed.
Okay. And personal background question, which you may or may not have an answer to. In my background that you originally looked at, Crackle, which village is she in?
Let's see. The other one was in your rival was in Marhi, I believe, and so I was leaning for Crackle being in Calvas.
All right. We should go to Calvas.
Wait, Echo.
Agreed.
Echo has a rival? That's gonna be terrifying.
Those are my
I
mother's
mean, a backstory.
people. They'll help us.
Well, what does your uncle think? Has he planned where does the tunnels? Do they lead us out of the town?
How
Do they
can
have
we-
a plan to go
Yeah.
somewhere?
How can we get everyone out?
We've been working on getting some communication with some of the households. It's difficult though because some people are firmly subservient to Ashbeard at this point. But there is at Mina, at your old house and the visitors' longhouse, there's some a non-rangers gathering for a hopeful escape attempt. All told, we might have about 40 people.
And do we have tunnels already outside the village ready to go when we're
Oh yeah,
ready?
sure thing.
And to the other people.
Not quite, but close.
Do you need help?
Oh, I gotta, I gotta. Sometimes I still have to dig for outhouses.
Oh. That's okay. You're doing great. Good job. I think about patting him on the head, but he smells really bad. Because he does. Obviously.
He certainly does.
So, Uncle, when are we going?
I don't have a good answer to that. Like I said, we were planning on nightfall, but that has its own problems. At least his mortal servants won't be able to see as well. That'll be a boon.
Should
But
we
at the
go
same time-
back?
Yeah, they're gonna notice we're missing.
We could throw off all the plans if they check and we're not there. I didn't realize we'd find you also in a cage.
That's probably a good idea. Although I don't think it will be too long before it gets dark.
We should come up with some sort of cue in case you get mind controlled or under their influence, so we know that you are no longer.
Well, Mina, if you're with them, you said you're immune to this, to them. Zarellan has blessed
Yeah.
you, obviously.
But if we go back to our cage, how do we know that everyone in this cage will not be under their influence when we come?
Well, as soon as you're back, you should.
I don't know how
this.
I don't know how this works. I may only prevent it, but not
Yeah, is it
cure it.
is it like a one time, oh, you're subjugated now and no amount of Zarilla and Aura will save you from that? Or is it like a channeled thing where
I
we
don't
would
know.
interrupt it just by coming back in?
Can I check and see if I don't know if I can do this at all. Can I check and see if there are any divine influences on Mina?
Yeah, make a religion check.
No thanks. I'll pass on that. I mean, I could tell you what I got. A 5. Yep.
You weren't able to detect any.
Shake my hands out. Just. Should we go? Should we stay?
I think we should get back in the cage and wait for Small Thought to finish digging and wait for nightfall.
Okay.
Then try to go along with the plan.
Oh, Uncle, do you know anything of the Speak of the thing I was just about to ask about.
A commotion intensifies outside as you hear a weird creature in the sky hooting or howling. And then you hear the unmistakable sound of fire bolts and magic being fired up at it.
Owl, no!
We need to hurry.
Is that... Oh, wait, was that the cue?
No, but this will do.
It's a
Okay.
distraction.
We're leaving?
We're leaving.
I'm in the hole. I'm going.
Where? Which way?
We will, small thought, guide them towards the eldest compound and see if you can help them get their equipment back. I'm going to go and see if we can meet up with the civilians and start trying to get out of here. Echo, or excuse me. Never mind. Does that sound okay to you guys?
Okay.
Be safe.
You too.
No funerals.
All right. Small thought leads you through some winding tunnels. Some get unfortunately close to waste pits, but you guys end up coming out behind the Elder's compound, right about here.
She better be Beanie. All right.
Okay.
All right, so we pop out of the hole.
Yeah. Hey guys! You guys come out of the hole. He's sitting there waiting for you.
I hush
You've
him.
been busy.
When you look up as you are emerging from the hole, you every once in a while see beyond the fly past the cover of the buildings a large owl flying over the city or the town rather, and every once in a while it will shoot a small black orb down at the town.
Can I see any of the villagers? Like if I peek around a hut or something, can I see what just the people running around look like?
Yeah, you can see several rangers firing up at it with slings and arrows. Yeah.
I'm making my way towards the elders like complex.
Is it mostly just rangers out there?
Yes, up here on the hill. Yeah.
All right, stealth mode. So let's try to find our stuff.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Anybody who's going to try to sneak ahead from here.
Probably we'll just wait here. I'm not the stealthiest creature.
Is a
I'll-
14.
I will stealth.
I'll probably trip on my own feet a little bit and then be like, could you find me my armor when you're there?
Oh,
And that pretty
11.
hammer.
All right. The rangers are significantly distracted and do not hear you or notice you whatsoever.
Right. Do we know which hut? Did he say specifically which hut it might be in?
He did not. He theorized that it would probably still be in the area of the elders, so that one of these three connected huts.
All right. While they're distracted, I'm going to go peek in.
Okay, you see two of the sickly, face-sunken guards standing at attention. You can see that through the little curtain heading into the council chambers, there's nobody in there, and you can see into the little storage hut also, and it doesn't appear to be anybody in there. So you just see two guards.
Where are the guards relative to the exits of the room?
They're kind of in the far end from the entrance, just kind of watching the entrance that you are very
That I'm peeking
sneakily.
through.
Yeah.
Do they look fairly attentive? Or does perhaps their malady make them seem a little less attentive than they would normally be?
They appear to be. They appear to be paying attention. They're obviously concerned, but because of all the commotion outside. But they have their orders and are obeying.
Okay, so they're pretty much looking straight towards me. There's no cover or anything I could use to move about.
There's some small beams, but you could not hide behind them.
Could I try?
If you really
No.
want to.
No, I don't. Okay, I guess I'm gonna unpeek. I mean, if they're paying that much attention, it's gonna be practically impossible to sneak by.
Is there another way?
There's only this entrance that you guys are aware of.
Well, you know what that means.
There's one that we're not aware of.
Nope. Echo cracks his neck. Oh. Cracks his knuckles. Stands up straight, walks right in. You two, come here!
They look at each other and then look at you, then pull the weapons off of their belt.
What are you two doing waiting here? We're under attack! I'm still walking towards them.
Okay. In that case, they will walk towards you and very clearly mean to do you harm. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Well, okay. Apparently they have no interest in being bluffed. 15.
While they're going towards Echo with their attention on him, I'm gonna try to sneak into the room.
Are we all rolling for initiative?
If you guys
Blah.
came with us, I don't know
I'm in the
where
hole.
you guys are.
Well, I'm like outside on the ground, just kind of watching.
Rolling around in the grass,
Could I hear Echo?
being sneaky.
Because if he said that,
I'm suspecting his voice tends to carry.
I'd say so.
Nah, I'm just a little pussy cat.
Rawr.
You two, come here. Mew mew.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble finding some of my newts.
You newts.
All right, I found them. So, sorry, what were those initiatives?
15.
I think only one person rolled.
11 for me.
That's a 20, I believe. That's my initiative. No, I'm sorry. 22.
Sorry, was that 11, Fenella?
Oh yeah, it was 11. I mean, that's
No,
good for my roll.
Did rolling?
What?
Were you interested in rolling an initiative?
If I heard this going on, then yes, I will.
All right, I'll say yeah.
But I am still trying to be
13.
unseen. I'm going to try to move around.
Sorry, what was that, Mina?
13.
All right. All right, yeah. They are clearly paying attention to Echo, but Echo is directly between you and them. But it is your turn, Silvak, if you wanted to try to Scooby-Doo something.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go kind of to the side so that I would be able to flank them or just generally not be seen.
All right. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Landed on a napkin. 8 plus 5, 13.
All right. You are given the impression that that the shorter of the guards on the left sees you.
I don't have a weapon, do I?
You do not.
Which... Which guard is more towards the storage room?
The one that saw you.
Damn. All right. Well, since he saw me anyway, I'm just gonna tell Echo, hold the one on the left, and I'm gonna make a break for the storage room.
All right. Yeah. You can definitely get to the storage room.
Okay. What do I see in there?
You see what you'd expect to see: some food, some jars of medicine, and a large collection of weapons that weren't in here last time you saw the place,
All right.
including some silver ones. Who'd have thunk?
I'm gonna
Should
grab.
have moved those.
You found fish weapons.
Get silver weapons.
Exit north. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. How many can I load up on myself? They're only the 3 silver ones, right?
Yeah, they're relatively small weapons.
Oh,
you can't.
I'm sorry. Your sling's not gonna make it.
Silver slang.
Oh, I might want that.
So that is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Echo's spear in my left hand, my short sword in my right hand, and I guess the hammer in my belt or something. My pants.
All right. The guard on the right will move towards you, Echo.
Sweet.
Shoot, where is he? He's on the right. I just said it. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he pulls out his swords. He comes over to you, Echo, and he attacks you. That is a hit. 19, I'm guessing, is a hit.
Yep.
All right, it hits you for 10 damage,
Okay.
and then it misses you after that.
Oh, good. It's got multi-attack.
Then it is your turn, Echo.
Okay, I would like to rage.
Sounds good.
So I begin raging, and I reach out, and I slash him across the face with my claws.
All right.
Rolling a natural 2 for 7.
Oh boy.
He Three Stooges, yeah.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Oh.
Okay. Then it is.
Sorry. How far away is the other guy right now?
He's about 10 feet.
So if I were to go around this guy, would I get into threatening position of both of them, even if I get myself flanked?
Yeah, if you wanted to block that door,
Yep.
yeah, you can do that.
Cool. So I am in between them, like claws out on either side, Wolverine style.
Mew.
Awesome.
Mew.
Come on!
All right, then it is Mina's turn, who's playing in the dirt.
Oh. I run inside quickly, hearing this commotion. And
back in the hole?
no, run
Oh, okay.
inside.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
are inside, right?
Got it.
Classic Mina running away.
I had to ask.
And I would like to try to charm one of them.
Okay.
Are they humanoids, not undead, right?
They are humanoids.
Okay, we're going to try to charm one of them.
All right.
So they are going to make a wisdom saving throw, but they have advantage because they're in combat with us.
All right. Would you like to charm the taller one or the shorter one?
I'll do the taller one.
How
And
you
each-
doing?
They have advantage, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. They got a 14.
Mine is a 14.
All right. The roll gets it on a tie.
So he's my friend now?
No, he resisted it.
Oh. Darn it, we were so close, people. We
It
almost
was a
had a
good
friend.
Very
try.
close.
Well, sad day. That's all. That's all I can do this turn.
All right. Then it is Fenela's turn.
Are they charmed? Are they real people? I probably don't have these answers.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yep. I'm going to hold my hand out and create a spectral weapon beside
Oh,
the short
that's
one.
handy.
All right.
I have not used it before. All right, so on a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. As a bonus action, I can move it. And it is a bonus action to cast it.
Handy.
I'm not sure. I'm not certain. Yeah, I'm going to try and attack with it.
All right. Which one are you attacking?
The small one.
All right.
It's a 12.
That is not sufficient.
You should let us through. But that's my turn.
You should have stayed in your cage. And a ranger speaks in a voice that is almost very certainly not his own.
We need to hurry.
And then the left one will also attack Echo.
Bring it on!
The first hit is 16
That is a hit.
for 4 damage.
Reduced to 2 because I'm raging.
For 2 damage, excuse me.
That's nothing.
And the second hit is an 11, which I have to assume is a miss.
That will be a miss.
All right, and that takes us to Silvok's turn.
All right, I'm gonna come out of the room, hearing all the commotion. I'm gonna. How do I do this the coolest way possible? I'm gonna throw the spear into the small one, the one that's closer to me, and also adjacent to Echo. He'll know what to do from there once it's
Yeah.
sticking out of the guy. I'm sure he can figure that part out.
All right, so yeah, make a throw and attack with this spear.
Help me out here, Echo. How do I?
Spear is a basic weapon, so you can use your strength or your dex to throw it.
Dex.
So just you will be proficient with it, so you can just dex plus proficiency. Yep.
All right. Landed on 15. Do I need to do the math?
You're adding your proficiency, then that's a hit.
17 with my
Yeah.
proficiency. Yeah.
You hit him.
Okay. And then a thrown spear is 1d6 plus your dex or strength.
And it's a sneak attack.
1 plus
And he
plus my dex modifier, which is 3, plus my sneak attack.
yeah, because I am adjacent to both of them.
Which is an additional 8, so 12 damage total. And it's silver, if that matters. I hope it does.
Sorry, how much damage is that total?
12 total. Sneak attacks, really good.
He's got this big honking spear sticking out of him, and he writhes in pain.
Exactly what I wanted.
And then it is the large one's turn. Oh, did you want to move or anything?
I'm gonna move closer, but not adjacent to them, since I can't attack them now. Oh, also my bonus action. We yell like, "Here's your spear. Here you go. Stab him with this." Try to give Echo advantage on his
All right.
next thing. I don't know how to roleplay that ability. I'm sorry. It's really weird.
It is quite odd. All right, the first attack from the large one misses Echo. The second attack is a modified 20 for 6 damage. Oh, reduced to 3 because Echo thinks he's so cool.
I think I'm so enraged.
And then it is speaking of the enraged's turn.
I would like to bonus action rip the spear out of the small one. Can I do that?
Yeah, and now I'll do 1d4 damage.
Oh, cool. Okay. D4. 2 points of damage as it rips out of him, and then I spin around and I two-hand stab it into the
Right back.
chest of the big one. No,
Oh, okay.
into the other one. I
Cross
rip it out of one,
contamination.
stab it
Ooh.
into the other.
The combo.
All right.
And I have advantage on that one, correct?
Yeah.
That's the one you gave me aid for, Silvok?
Sure. I didn't specify, but
Okay. So I'll have advantage on that. Ooh, good thing, because that was a natural 2 on the low one and a 19 on the high one.
That is a hit.
Okay, and now I'm two-handing it, so it is a D. How come all I'm finding are D4s now that I'm okay? D8. So 4 plus 3 is 7 plus raging 2 is 9 piercing damage. And there's a burst of white green energy, and he takes another 6 points of radiant damage.
All right. That was unpleasant for him. You would definitely feel sorry for him, except for.
I feel no remorse.
All right. Then it is Mina's turn.
Having just seen a spear ripped through the little guard's body and then stabbed into the other one, I'm like horrified. I'm like, and
And the guy doing it, you're like, I have no remorse. I feel no remorse.
So from earlier when I had this like aura emanating from me that like countered this influence, it doesn't seem like it's affecting these people now.
No, it does not.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to kill him then. So I'm going to do a twinned spell, Scorching Ray. So I'm gonna hit both of them with Scorching Ray.
All right.
So I have to roll these individually.
Yeah. You got to roll like a million d20s.
Well, the first one hits. We'll say that's the little guy.
Okay.
Sorry, it misses. It was a 2.
All right.
And then the second one is definitely a hit at 25.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do a ranged spell attack for each ray. So at least the first ray did 4 damage. Let me do the other 3 hits. Wait, hold on. Doing the big guy first. The first ray hits. That one did 4 damage. Now I'm doing the
All right.
second ray. That was 13.
That is a miss.
Okay, and the third ray is a 15.
That is also a miss.
Okay, now back to the other one. The first one missed. I'm rolling the other 2.
Okay.
This one's 21.
That is a hit.
6 damage to him. And then the last ray is 15.
That is a miss.
Okay.
And roll a d20 for me right now.
Oh, God. I know what this is, and I'm so scared because I got a 1.
Oh, yes. Your wild magic surged.
It happened.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 2 d10s, right?
I was going to do my percent and a d10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Oh, I'm so like I have my cheat sheet. I'm ready. I'm so
Oh
glad
my
I'm not
gosh.
standing
Okay, I
beside
got a
her.
73. So a random creature within 60 feet of me becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours.
Wait, I'm within 60. Never mind. I'm not far enough
Okay.
away.
Let's see. So there's these guys, and then there's you.
Some
You
poor dude
4.
outside. It's not even doing anything.
Just
About to
start-
get real sick.
I'm just fighting the owl.
All right. Fenella.
Womp womp.
I didn't mean it.
I was so excited. I'm still excited.
I'm like
Uh,
launching fireballs everywhere, and suddenly just like this green
like,
cloud
oh.
emerges from me.
Yeah. Fire lance, spewing from Mina, and then without her turning towards you, just this green lance slams into you. You are poisoned for 1 hour.
Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Mina!
How do I do that again, but towards the enemies?
Alright, what does that mean for me?
I'm looking.
And then
Yep.
Mina poisoned me. I was hoping you'd like, I don't know, summon a unicorn or something, but nope.
Sorry, just poison.
Just poison. This is a bad surprise.
You had it coming.
I know, I was excited. It had to be me.
I can't believe I even got a wild surge in the first place. So.
All right, yeah, Fenella, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for 1 hour.
That's not that bad
Alright.
for a cleric.
Yeah, for a cleric.
It could have been worse, at least.
Yeah.
All right, and then it is Fenella's turn.
I am not feeling so good, so I'm going to like kind of just like brush myself off and cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
All right.
Am I feeling better?
I don't know.
I don't know if this will work or not.
What's it supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. While he's figuring that out, I don't know, Jared, if you know this.
Yes, you do feel better.
Oh.
You're no longer poisoned.
Wonderful. But spiritual weapon, because it's a bonus action, can I still make an attack with it? Like if I use my action? Okay. So I'll be like to try and get my weapon to swing around and
Yeah.
nope. I rolled a 1.
The concept is that you invest 1 action into casting it, and then you can bonus action to use it.
Awesome. So I'm like
Uh,
trying to figure out how to move it.
I'm gonna give you this choice, Fenella, with that
Uh-huh.
one. Would you like it to attack Mina?
No.
Okay.
Tempting. But no, there is no lasting harm with this.
All right, then it is the shorter one's turn to try and get rid of this cat who stole his favorite spear.
He got very attached to it for the like second or half second it was in his body.
He
It was a
didn't get
part of him.
attached to it. It got attached to him.
Sorry.
He missed twice, and that will take us back up to
Sweet.
Silvok.
All right, I'm gonna use that silver short sword. Come up behind the short one. Looks thoroughly maimed, right? Or at least,
They look
Relatively maimed.
equally maimed.
oh, oh, that's right. Because Echoes went for the tall one with his super crazy attack. I'll still go for the short one, and I'm gonna give him. You know the old trick where you stab him, guy.
That old
The
trick.
stabbing
Yeah,
trick?
the oldest trick in the book.
I mean, I'm sure it's pretty old.
The first profession.
Stabbing.
And that is a natural 20.
Okay,
Hey.
that doesn't sound very good. I mean, for him.
So I rolled 2d6 instead of the 1, right?
Yeah,
I rolled
all
double.
dice
double
rolls
dice.
are doubled.
All right, for sneak attack 2?
A crit.
Man, I don't have enough d6. All right, I'm gonna start with just the regular stab. Will be 5 plus my dex, so 8 just from that, and then 4d6 for sneak attack. 8 plus 10. 18 total damage.
The short one is now bloodied. And that takes us to the tall one's turn. It will attack Echo. They're pretty sure they've almost got you, Echo.
Okay.
All right, that is a hit for 5 damage.
Okay.
And then another hit for 8 damage.
All right. I am
Oh.
bloodied.
Oh yeah, and I have not been halving those figures for you.
Yep.
And then it is Echo's turn.
So I take those 2 slashes from the big guy and I counter attack. Silvok, you did not aid, correct?
I forgot to, yeah.
That's all right. I reckless attack him. Not as good as last time. 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right. Okay. 10 piercing damage and another burst of white green. Oh, max on that. 8 radiant damage for 18 total.
They are also bloodied.
Yay!
And I had to crit to do that kind of damage. I rolled kind of crap, though.
Well, I haven't hit them yet, if it helps.
All right, now it's Mina's turn. If you'd like to poison any other members of your party, I'd be receptive to that.
If only I could do that naturally. Well, we need to kill these guys, so I'm going to just cast Scorching Ray again. But this one will not be twinned. I will aim the first ray at the large one. That's a 25.
That is certainly a hit.
I have a question. What are they wielding?
They are wielding wooden clubs with obsidian shards in them.
Okay, just one hand in them, just trying to club us?
Yeah. I mean, they're doing slashing damage because of the
because the obsidian,
blades.
sure.
Okay, the first ray to the large one did 11 fire damage.
Okay, he looks very poorly off.
Okay, we'll shoot another ray at him. Natural 20.
Yeah, that's a hit. Barely.
Well, this one only did 9 damage with the crit.
And they are cooked.
Just the big one.
Yes, when that ray hits them, kind of a shimmer goes down them, and they go from being a ranger that you know to being a dark elf. And they fall over dead.
Oh. Alright, I have 1 ray left, so the last ray is going for the small.
No, not Fenella.
It might be.
And this one is a non-natural
That's a hit.
for 5 damage.
All right. Would you like to roll a d20?
Really? Well, this time I got a 19, so no wild surges.
All right. And then it is Fenella's turn.
All right. I am going to run up to Echo's side, like behind Echo, where the corpse, I guess, is now.
Mm-hmm.
Touch him and cast Cure Wounds.
Ah, hey!
It's just me. It's just me.
I gotta give a little warning.
For 13.
Ooh, icy.
Nice.
Hot.
And then another like spin to try and get that weapon. Like, come on, hit! You can do it. You can't. Oh, I got a 20.
Natural?
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
I don't know how
Pocket.
that works for spiritual weapon, so.
Just double them dice.
Yep.
So does my modifier get attached to both?
No.
Just once?
Correct.
Okay.
You only double the dice.
Yes,
You do
For
not double the
12.
static.
12. They are very poor off.
I hit it! It hit the thing, the ghost. Sir Ellen's weapon smote him.
The key was to touch Echo before rolling, so.
That's what did it.
Superstitions acquired now.
All right. Let's
First,
see.
we groping you in combat
It'll be like,
for luck.
yeah.
Okay.
Stop
this-
touching me.
Yeah, how do you
This,
feel about them touching you to enhance their magic?
Badly.
This this ranger sees which way the wind is blowing. He's going to disengage from you all and make a run for the door.
Mm-mm.
He can get right outside the door at the end of his movement.
How many of us can make?
If we're sprinting to tackle him, can we catch him?
Yeah, you guys could catch him. He had to sacrifice some of his movement to disengage.
He's
so-
running by us, though, isn't he? So that we can all attack him.
But disengage makes it so you do not provoke
I'm going to
attacks
say
of
that
opportunity.
Mina will get an attack of opportunity against him because she's back by the door. And
So I can
disengage from
punch
everybody
him?
else. Yeah, you can punch him.
How much damage is this?
Not much.
All right, what am I rolling for a punch?
Roll a d20, and then we'll figure out what to add if we need to.
I didn't hit him.
Okay, you took a swing at him, but it was half-hearted. Yeah, he gets to just a little bit outside the door, and then it is Silvok's turn.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to use my bonus action to go. What's it called? Dash, sprint, boost, turbo,
Accelerate.
Ignition.
cunning
Jetpack.
action. You take a bonus action. This can be used to dash. I'm gonna dash after him, sprint full force, take him out, or at least cut him in the back.
All right. Cut his hair.
Yeah,
Just a little bit on the back.
that will be a 15.
15 does not land.
Mm.
Bummer. Would you call it a bonus action to try to put a ring on him?
You
That
really want to
takes
see what
us
this ring
to
does.
Echo's turn. I know a way you can figure out what the ring does, by the way.
Yeah.
One of them ran, correct?
Yes, and the other one's dead.
Right.
Burning.
Okay. So I give it a little kick on my way as I turn and I chase after the other one. Can I make it in one move?
You can.
I stab him in the back.
I remember hearing once upon a time that Echo didn't stab people in the back.
Remember that time I stabbed Big Thought in the back with a
That's true.
wooden
Yeah,
spike?
that was a lot
How
more
could you
strictly
forget?
against that statement than this.
He's
At least
running.
this, you're in combat with him. There's no
Yeah, this-
deceit about it.
This guy is fleeing, and I cannot let him flee. So I'm
Can't,
chasing him down
run around him.
to the entrance and stabbing him.
Chivalrously.
Yes, and I'm doing it recklessly too. Natural 18 plus 5.
That's a hit.
12 piercing. Oh, and 3 radiant.
That more than twice kills them. They are killed and then killed again.
I
There's one
pin
damage
him
left
to
over.
the floor, and I slowly drag him back away from the entrance.
All right. When you look out there, you can see the owl has been brought down, but they are still in combat with it.
No. Get my things. Give me the sling.
Gathering up all this stuff.
I unwrap it from the plastic.
Oh yeah, give Fennel her hammer.
My hammer. I'm going to find
Take
my
the shrink
armor.
wrap off of that sling.
The value of that sling is going to plummet.
It's-
All right.
No one wants a used sling.
We're out of initiative, and would now be a good time for us to take our break.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right.
All right. See you soon. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I stole your
the-
line.
Spooky.
How did you know? So these people had just reobtained not only their silver items, although so far only their silver items, and pulled back the fleeing guard, and are now standing in the aftermath of their conquest in the long hut of the Elder's compound.
Was my armor there?
Yes, your armor is there.
I am going to start looping it on and shouting orders at Mina to help tie it up.
All right, I'm tying.
Like, pull
It
this
only
strap.
takes
Do
like
this.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll just run it half with a half on if I have to. If it's going really slow, I'll give up.
Yeah. On the map, so we are in the longhouse in the center of town, correct?
No, you're in the longhouse on the hill to the west of town, or in the west of town.
Center west
Oh.
building.
Okay, so the central one is where the wait.
Corin.
Uh,
The triangle's Corin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was the building where I'm confused. We are in the building with the elder area?
Yes.
Yes.
This
On the
is
west, there's
Yeah.
the long building with the two
Yeah.
huts
We're
on
by
the
the
ends.
elders.
So like the elders are like a room away.
When
Pot-
Sylvok looked
possibly.
in there, they didn't see anybody in there.
Okay. All right.
But they're sneaky.
We need to take everything we can
We can burn it.
so that.
Burn?
Okay.
No, wait. There's medicine here.
We need to take everything useful we can for our flight to the other town. I can't remember what it's called.
To the ocean. Our
For
flight to the ocean.
Niranta.
Because if Corin has 40 or more of our folk, they'll need to be armed. Because even if we are not chased, the journey is dangerous.
The owl's down. We have to go fast.
I go in and I begin collecting weapons and sacks.
All right. You're able to relatively quickly gather. It's not a very large room. You're able to quickly gather the things.
Are there any backpacks in there?
Roll a
Please,
d20.
please. Oh, come on. No, a natural one.
I'll tell you what. There is a waist pouch, little fanny pack.
I will take what I can get. I buckle that fanny pouch up. Put that fanny pack right on.
Yikes.
I put my random garbage in there and I'm ready to go.
You're like, ring. Whatever state of dress I've managed to like get up to in my armor, the rest is going in the backpack with the eggs.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm going back.
So you guys get a little bit sorted, but you're in a hurry. So what do you guys do after you're decided that it's time to bail?
I make an owl call.
Oh. Okay.
Other than that, presumably we bail.
I say, should I burn it?
Why? What do we gain from burning the hut down?
What do we lose? Better question.
That is a compelling argument, but we've got other things to do.
Fine. I just get in the whole sad.
All right. Can you guys give me a perception check for when you come out of the hut?
Oh.
A natural 20 this time.
3.
Ooh.
Now that I'm
16.
stuck with a fanny pack.
11.
The fanny pack of true sight.
Fanny pack of holding.
Yes,
Okay.
please. I want one now.
All right. Silfok, when you poke your head out, sorry, you see the owl has been knocked prone onto the dirt, and is kind of writhing a bit. And there are several ranges around watching it. And as this goes on for a short period of time, you can see that it just the flesh of it just kind of melts, revealing some gory bones. And then there's a small puddle around centered on the corpse of the owl, and that puddle builds upon itself and forms into the shape of the dark-skinned woman in red.
The one
She'll
that
be
shot at us?
fine.
Yes.
So let's go over that again. The owl that was attacking the guards fell
Yes.
down
Yes.
Melted.
It was brought down. Then it was.
and
Yes.
turned into the dark elf lady.
You'd see it was dark, so it was hard to see. But with your crit, you could see that there was something on top of it that quickly melted it, and then that thing formed into the woman in red.
Okay, so that's not concerning at all, guys.
I'm glad I have no clue this is going on because I'm like running back to the hole. I'm like half inside.
Wow, that's really bewildering. How do the guards react to that? Because I don't know. I need some cues here. How should I react to that?
The guards who are around her look like it's Tuesday.
All right. I guess it's Tuesday. Let's get going.
Yeah, that's disconcerting because it's Wednesday.
My God.
It's not Wednesday.
The date is a lie? Well,
Okay, we begin sneaking with our burdens.
I wouldn't even know how to begin describing that to them, so I don't bother.
All right. You head back into the.
Are we sneaking? Should we sneak?
You guys can stealth check if you like.
No, I'm running.
18.
I think I'm already there.
Oh, 11 again.
All right. You guys make your way back through the tunnel, back into the center longhouse where Corin was. Corin is no longer in there. In fact, you hear an argument going on when you are approaching it. The argument seems to be from the gentleman who was in the white mask. And small thought. I like it in here. You want to come in? After a bit of this, the person leaves. And
I pity the white masked man.
you come up to see that only small thought is in the cage now. I was put in a cage. It's boring.
Why'd they put you in there?
Oh, I
They
muted
think-
myself. Oops.
They think I'm digging a bunch of tunnels.
That's silly.
Why would they think that?
Corin said you should go as soon as you have all your things.
Right, let's
Okay,
go.
bye.
Come on. We're going. If you're coming along, you better come right now.
Oh, okay, I like coming.
Just that awkward cat, not comfortable with this situation growl.
All
Doesn't
right,
have
you
like a
guys,
charm on him, does he?
you want to give a perception check?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Or would you like to investigate him, like pat him down?
No, I don't want to touch him. 'Cause he
Good
smells.
call.
All right, so I think that's an 18. Yeah, it's an 18.
He's wearing filthy clothes. He doesn't appear to be carrying anything that would be dictating his actions. Doesn't even seem drunk.
Leave your shirt there.
Sure thing.
Okay. They'll think you're still here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good trick.
Yeah, it smells real bad.
You guys have just doomed yourself to finding shirts whenever you're looking for him.
I accidentally taught him a thing.
You mean... Never mind. I'm sure he's going to get us. We're going to think it's him.
All right, you guys make your way out of here. Those stealth checks still hold up, and they're still relatively distracted with the aftermath of the owl attack.
Wait, where's Osa? I'll say to whoever's like in front of me or behind me or wherever I am.
Who's that?
Our storyteller.
We have a story to tell?
I mean, she used to tell stories. And
You guys...
just go. Never mind. She was with us like for weeks.
Grew up with her.
She made great hot beverages.
All right, you guys end up going into the the guest longhouse, and you see Corin and your aunt and your cousin, several other civilians and rangers there, all being really quiet.
Auntie! But I'll be quiet.
Roll initiative.
Really?
Yeah, but she is very happy to see you. And Corin will head over to you guys. The owl bought us a lot of time, but we're still inside the palisade.
Well, did they fix Small Thought's tunnel out?
We'll turn around to look at Small Thought.
Huh?
It's time
The
to go.
tunnel you dug under the palisade when you stole the medicine weeks ago, did they fix it before the vampires came?
They did, and then I dug it again.
Let's go. Let's go, little buddy.
Where are we going?
We're leaving. We're going to visit the ocean.
Should I leave my pants?
No.
Yes.
Well,
No.
he's had both answers. I don't know what he'll do.
He takes his pants half off. He has one leg on still.
At that rate, you
Alright.
might as well just leave them.
No.
He leads you guys through some more winding tunnels, and you end up out that hole he made without ever reaching the surface. Somewhere along the trailing or the crawling, he lost the rest of his pants.
I cast minor illusion on him and put pants on him.
That might be the best use of minor illusion I've yet seen.
Yeah. What do they look like?
Oh, they're just normal, not too flashy.
Rhinestone.
Normal pants. Yeah. They're bedazzled.
All right. You guys continue a bit, heading out of town. You don't believe you're being followed after you have a bit of distance between yourself and Tana. You guys take a bit of a break.
So everyone's with us? Like 40 people? We're a small army walking around?
There's about 35.
How many rangers do we have with us?
8, not counting you.
Okay, I am going to take the rangers, or half of the rangers, and try and obscure our tracks.
All right. Yeah, you guys.
And the other half should probably be leading.
Yeah, that's that you guys are quite capable of doing that without a check.
I'm just making sure everyone is not falling behind. And, like, kind of giving everyone a once-over to see if anyone looks, like, vampire-y. Do they smell weird? Do they not smell like garlic?
I don't even know how to answer these questions. They smell weird because they just spent a bunch of time in a tunnel with Small Thought.
Well, I mean, that's expected smell.
All right, then it's they smell as you would expect.
Okay.
Who's the
but
most prominent person out here? Is it Corin, or is there anyone like?
That is something you notice, Fenella. You are the only priest.
I
And,
am
yeah.
not going to mention it, but I'm going to, like, keep looking around, like, is it actually just me?
And yeah, Corin is probably the most senior ranking ranger here.
Oh boy.
So when you guys get a fair distance away, Corin stops so everybody can get some water and that. And then he starts posing the question of where you guys should go.
If
I'm already.
I would like to remind us of Fingerbite and the goblins. The
Yeah,
strong
There
goblin witch.
is Fingerbite and Ear Puss and their little sanctuary about a day's journey north. There is also the uh, the winter settlement on Marquitana. There is also the Court of the Stars. You guys mentioned moving in there.
That's just 35 people that are going to jump in a hole.
yeah,
No, we just gotta get them all lined up. And then they all shout one at a time, "Fuck off, hole."
and then there's Calvas too, right?
There is Calvos, yeah. They they're not hostile, but you guys are basically 40 outsiders seeking refuge. That's not exactly a sure thing. You don't think you guys would endanger yourselves, but you don't know if they would help or to what extent they could. But this is the case for almost all of these options. And there's also Taru, uh, the remaining elder who lives alone in the woods to the northeast.
Okay, so we could. Taru's to the northeast, but the ocean village is to the northwest.
Correct.
And the goblins are right north. We could, because they have that fancy like
Traveling system or whatever.
well, they have
Or rock.
the password thing that would keep the vampires out, so we could drop off all the vulnerable people and then make a swing by our other elder. And if they're no help, then we go see if Calvas can help us.
Why would the goblins help us?
They held Fingerbite.
It would just be a temporary measure, Echo. They
But why-
have safety there.
They have safety there. What's to stop them from turning on us?
We have 40 people.
We don't know how many goblins they have.
They didn't
So-
kill us the last time we were there.
I don't think all these villagers want to go, like, camp with goblins right now.
Well, where's the safest place we could bring them?
Some of us should bring them to the volcano and our settlements there. And some of us should go fetch our elder.
I'll look to Corin for some advice.
Yeah.
Uncle?
You're
You're
muted.
You're
muted.
The Winter Village isn't a bad idea. It's unstocked right now, or understocked rather.
Do you know anything about the goblins that Fingerbite is staying with?
I know that they've looted every once in a while, but they're not as bad as the Southern Roar goblins.
I'm going to take this time to like tell Corin all about the Court of Stars and what we saw there, and like tell him about the dragon and the pit and all of that. But it might be capable of protecting them as well.
There's no supplies there, though.
There are no supplies.
Just pancakes.
If you could fix the runes.
no, I didn't. Hmm. This is just a lot of responsibility. I might need a little bit of time to think on this.
How far away is the Elder from where we are now? Like, how many days travel?
Probably about 10.
Oh my gosh.
Never mind, we're going to the ocean village. Not 10 days is too far to go out of our way to get one elder.
Yeah.
How many days is the ocean village?
I assume it's probably a couple of weeks.
Problem is they're in kind of conflicting directions. Going to get the elder doesn't add 10 days to our trip, it adds 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just shy of 2 weeks going to Calvas.
Oh my. 2 weeks for 40 people. The goblins are a day away. And if they can't house them all, then we can do the 2-week trip.
We could go by, but I mean, I don't know if it's more harm or not. I'm going to sit down, pull out my stones, and cast augury.
All
Will
right.
going to the goblins mean woe or weal for our villagers?
Wheel.
We're going. I'll gather them
Corin.
up and just tell Uncle. Zarellen says we're to go.
It's hard to argue with sticks.
Sticks and rocks. Those crystals.
But he appears to support this line of thinking.
That way we can at least assess from there, and it's only a day's journey. It's better than having 2, maybe 3 weeks with children to get to Calvas or the winter settlement.
And they'll notice very quickly that we've left, and they will
Yes.
pursue us. The bats.
And they can
we
fly.
can't travel 2 weeks with all these.
All right, so you guys are heading north to the goblin area.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thoroughly convinced this is the best course because of that. Well, at least like Fenella is
Sticks.
100%. Yeah. Sticks said, "Yep."
All right.
Sticks don't lie.
No.
Go ahead
They
and
don't
give
care.
me. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Echo or whoever wants to lead.
Sorry, who's leading us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess once we've decided, I'll 17.
All right. You are very deftly able to navigate you guys' way in that direction, while also ensuring that your tracks are to an absolute minimum. And after a awkward and mostly hushed day of marching to the north, you guys end up resting. Or do you guys encourage the group to march through the night?
I think we're marching through the night.
How are they looking?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of walking, but
Yeah, they definitely weren't in the best condition before you guys left, but it's one night. You guys think they can probably push through?
If they need to like stop for a short rest, but nothing like I'd rather a few short rests than a night out.
yeah, maybe try to get a meal or something.
All right. Just before sunrise, you guys find the large rectangular stone.
Do we know the password?
Starlight, right?
I don't know if it's the same for this
Don't,
one.
don't know if it works for this one. Yeah.
Well, I can walk up and try.
All right. You say Starlight. How loudly do you say it?
Not too loudly. Just in a normal voice. Starlight.
All right. It does not appear to have any effect on the barrier.
Do I scream it? I'll yell it this time. Starlight!
Serenity now.
Was there anything we'd said for like contacting them before? Otherwise, I'll like knock on it. I don't know what else to do. Hello?
Okay. A short distance away, a familiar-looking, short, green-haired, scarred, smiling face comes out of the woods. This time without her wolf.
I hope we've
Your
informed
bus.
Yeah.
Now, when we last talked, I don't remember you saying you'd come back with 36 people.
Well,
Man, she's good at counting.
the last time we talked, a vampire hadn't eaten our elders.
Silvok, now that you have your experience with these sorts of devices, you recognize the odd strap of leather she has on her side, belonging to a sword handle. She has a weapon very similar to you of Maker's origin.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
You need help?
Yes.
We desperately need your help. These are all the villagers that were not corrupted or that we could possibly get out.
What do you need?
Shelter would be a good start for all of these people here because we're planning on traveling more to find more aid, but we can't bring them all with us before the vampires catch up to.
At least for the ones that
Dean.
cannot defend themselves.
Do you know how long that might be?
It's really up to vampires, isn't it?
We have rangers. They can hunt for food. They can supply for the group. We have one who is an excellent digger. He can make wonderful tunnels if you need them. He's not very bright.
Yeah, it's a human thing.
I can't disagree.
How long are you able to house them for?
What do you need for this to work?
She is very as slow and contemplative as you recall from you guys' first visit. The gears are turning. This is a lot.
We can tell you what we know about vampires as well. We've learned more.
Though I suspect you know quite a deal yourself.
You bear the mark of Zarellin.
Who is she talking to?
She's looking right at Fenella.
Okay.
Yes.
If I were to request something, would you agree to it in bad faith?
In bad faith?
Correct.
What does that mean exactly?
She's wondering if you would lie to her.
No, I I don't lie. Do you need me to lie?
My people will need a favor
Of course.
when this is all settled.
Yes.
Will you help make that favor a reality?
Yes.
Again, that awkward cat growl of this. is
We
not
just hear a
comfortable.
cat in the background.
Zarellen brought me here. If she's brought me here, she wants me to aid you. And if that means
Okay.
a favor,
Is that favor worth 35 lives?
it is when my aunt and uncle and like cousin are in the mix.
All right. She squats down really quick, pulls out a small dagger from her boots, slices open her hand, and then hands you the dagger, and then extends her hand.
I'll slice open mine.
All right, and then you guys shake on it.
Dagger's 1d4?
If I winced, you'll never know.
And then she'll give out a big sigh. Fluffy bunny, and the stone fades out.
You know, we were
And,
really
the
expecting it to be
passage.
Starlight. Sorry, I interrupted.
I don't know what that is.
Neither do we.
All right, and then she starts barking orders at very surprised goblins, and they snap to attention and head out with bows and stuff and water flasks. And she gestures for the people of Tana to enter her abode.
Can we go in and check it out?
Yeah, we can. It's the entrance. I'm afraid I don't have any maps for you. The entrance is a little bit cramped, but it quickly opens up into large chambers that have designated tasks, some for sleeping. And she starts talking or yipping at other goblins, trying to figure out where they're going to start housing these. They start moving things around, but it's not luxurious, but it's cleaner than you would have expected for a bunch of goblins. And finger bite is in there cooking.
They didn't
Finger
eat her.
bite.
I still might.
Don't.
She appears to be boiling some vegetables.
Well, I'm gonna go off and try and get like my uncle and family and everyone settled.
All right.
What is Earpuss doing right now?
Earpuss is moving stuff around and telling goblins what to move out of the way, and designated a area for the humans and other people of Tana.
I'll just walk up and start trying to help out. Help move.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, before long, after about an hour, the humans have a little bit of an area for themselves. Some of the goblins have dug out and found some bedding for them to use.
Mm-hmm.
People are getting squared away.
I am at some point going to pull my aunt aside to give her kind of like the sum up of extra things about vampires. They need to make sure that they invite no strangers in here. Everyone needs to know this. Never strangers. Never say the password to anyone. You die before you say the password.
All right, yeah, that's information she seems keen on sharing with everybody.
For what it's worth, I think even if a vampire had the password, they would still need to be invited
Yeah,
in.
the password. Yeah.
Technically,
Let's just keep small thought away from the entrance.
Just keep him digging.
Yeah, just
I want to ask Earpus if this structure connects to the star. The what is it called again? The
Court of the
Tower of
Stars.
Star.
the
Court of
place
the
is like
Stars.
over a week away. If it connects, it's
Well, there's a
ridiculous.
similar structure in that place.
Yeah, my understanding is there's a whole network of these things around the valley, maybe outside the valley, and they all link up underground. But all of our ancestors said that it was just terrible down there, just nightmarishly awful. The things that would come up and take us down there and consume us.
Oh.
So we buried or barricaded that up a long time ago. With-
Oh.
It makes sense. We met a dragon.
Yeah, we went to the Underdark. Hmm. And then I noticed the sword, and I'm like, do you know anything about that sword? Or
Is it
it's
a silver sword?
don't think so. And she'll pull it a little bit out of the hilt, and it doesn't appear to be silvered. It's just something that the leaders of this tribe uh, carry around. It's good for slicing.
oh, okay. I think the last time that we ran into you, we were talking about vampires, and now that we've actually encountered several and learned a lot about them, um, I forgot where I was going with this,
Save
but
us.
I was hoping, if there's anything that you need from us to beat the vampires, or if there's anything that you can do to help us in this battle against them, we would be immensely grateful.
I don't have much experience, and I've only ever fought weaker ones.
Well, let me tell you what how to beat them if you find yourself and I will share like what we've read from the guide to her.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
When I do
Well,
wander back towards Mina, I will say, have you ever heard of a woman in red before or seen a woman in red?
would I do like a history check for this?
Oh yeah, you would.
Good, because I'm proficient in the 13.
Doesn't ring any bells.
No. Does Earpus know anything about a woman in
She does not. She just shakes her head, looks kind of
What about all
thoughtfully.
those dark elves? Because not all of them are like vampires, I presume. We also saw those dark elves.
You did.
And dark elves are not something we commonly see.
Correct.
Um, Thinking back to the mask, like now that, we're not in the village, is it a religious mask?
Uh, yeah. Yeah, you would
Me.
have been able to recognize that.
Who who would they be in service of?
It appeared it had iconography of Tasnara, the queen of hell, and the goddess of torment and uh, light and torture. But she throws the best parties.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sounds like a real fun lady.
Great drinks.
I'm gonna ask Earpuss what happened to her wolvish companion.
He is angry that I would not let him eat some cactuses.
What is this cactus you speak of? No, I'm not even there. I'm pacing at the front door like, let me out of here.
Oh.
So he ran off. I'm sure he's fine. He does this when he wants to eat things that he shouldn't eat.
Our goat ran away too. But look! And I'll pull out an egg that I have. It's a basilisk egg. I need to make bags for them in case they hatch. Do you have anyone who can craft something like that? Like a little pouch that would contain a baby?
Oh my god, the fanny pack.
I need 3. I need 3.
Just
3
put in the
fanny
fanny pack
packs.
facing forward. We're good.
It's just if they hatch when we're out, I like, you know, their eyes, so we need a bag for them.
I'll keep my eyes open, but we're not great at bag craft.
Do you have felt? Leather? Scraps?
We have leather, but okay, yeah.
I'll just like kind of
We're not
semi-distracted.
great at bag craft.
I'll just like head off and be like, I need to make this before we go somewhere. Try and find someone to help me.
Yeah. She instructs some goblins who clearly don't understand common to assist you, and through a lot of gesturing and.
Oh, I'll draw it out in clay what I want. Because I
Alright,
always have
yeah.
my clay with me.
Yeah, after a couple hours, they'll be able to produce you some bags.
Okay.
Not
I'll ask for
the
some
highest
extra like
quality.
leather strips.
Yeah, they can do that.
Okay. Sorry guys, it's just in case the eggs hatch. Like, it's best to be prepared.
But prepared for, like, this, though? Do we...
Yes? I mean, obviously we can use
Prepared
them to
for
fight the vampires in town.
Well, I think Mina's starting to get tired and she's ready for getting ready to light.
All right. That's fair. You guys had a long night.
Oh yeah, we didn't really rest, did we?
Would you guys like to sleep the rest of the day?
Sleep.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right.
And Echo will pace the whole time?
A restful pacing.
Sleep pacing.
Mm-hmm. Or is it just that even if you do fall asleep, you just are walking
Yeah.
anyway?
No, I will eventually sleep near the door.
All right. Morning comes. The goblins are a very industrious bunch to much surprise. They're always doing something in shifts, and there's some goblins always sleeping, and there's some goblins always doing something. And morning comes.
Well,
What's
we
for
need
breakfast?
to figure out the plan and eat breakfast.
I'm going to
Some-
talk to Echo. Like, I'm going to providing he's okay with this, pull him aside.
I'm pretty much aside by choice right now.
Just kind of squat down beside you. So I think we need to go see the elder.
How long has the elder not been in town?
Don't think I give you guys an exact time, but like 2.5 decades.
We don't even know if she's alive. She abandoned us long ago.
It's a place to start. They're safe here. We have a bargain.
The other villages need to know what's going on. Come winter, if they show up at the volcano,
Oh, you're right. Why did you have to be so right about this? Yes, you're right.
what time of year is it?
It's still fairly
It's
early summer.
Spring? Early summer? Okay. Echo kind of rubs his face. The Court of Stars is too far for these people, and there's no supplies there, and the danger from below is too great.
They can stay here for a while. The rangers can gather up supplies. We can go to the ocean?
And just sail
I would-
away from it all.
I would prefer that.
All right. All right. I'll go find Mina. I'll gather some supplies.
Around this time, several of the goblins that were sent out yesterday returned with many sacks full of live frogs. And it is breakfast time.
Oh,
Frog
frog
legs.
legs for breakfast.
They eat fancy here.
Live frog legs for breakfast.
Oh.
Fresh off
Slimy.
the frog.
But yes, you're able to find Mina. Oh, wait.
Going to see the ocean.
Pack a
Oh,
swimsuit.
excellent.
How many
Oh.
frogs are we talking here? Sorry to drag it back, but just like bags full of frogs? That's wild. That's a crazy thing. Sorry, we can go on. That's like a blight. That's a blight of frogs.
Technically speaking.
A metric blight.
So, yeah, I'll let Mina know what's up. That we need to warn the other villages. We can't leave them.
I agree.
Yeah.
We should set out soon. We need to hurry.
I'm packing, going. I'll let Corin know they need to build up supplies.
Yeah.
And we'll
And,
be back.
Yeah, Corin and Earpuss seem to have been talking a lot throughout the night, and have come to several understandings.
I walk up to Earpuss and I'm like, we're going to head out to the village near the ocean. We will be back as quickly as possible. If anything happens here and we don't find you when we return, we will go to the winter settlement and look for you there. Otherwise, I hope things...
Don't get eaten or lose your sanity.
I will do my very best. Thank you.
It's a
Why is
low
that?
bar.
Zerelin, keep us all safe.
Yeah, not like have a good one or be safe. Don't get eaten or lose your sanity.
It's priorities with Earpuss.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You could get
She-
maimed or
she knows that you're-
dismembered.
She knows you're traveling with Echo.
All right.
Who is going to stop them from being maimed or dismembered?
Because
eating
I
them.
sure won't.
All right, and you guys head off towards Calvos. Seems like a decent enough natural stopping point. What do you guys say?
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
All right, thank you very much for playing, and thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll be back next week.
I'd miss
That's
playing. It was nice
Yeah.
to be back.
Nice to play again.
Oh, so much to unpack. But anyway, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Watch out for oil paintings.
They'll get you.